You've just rolled up to In the Mind of JT, where the whiskey's strong, the opinions are stronger, and there's no filter in sight. We're talking no holds barred, people. I am JT, Marine, biker, musician, and unapologetic patriot. I love my country and all things fast, loud, and wild. And if you came here looking for a smooth ride, well, you're in the wrong motherfucking place. Buckle up. Let's get it done. It's time to dive into the chaos that's inside my mind. All right, well, we're going to try something new today. I figured, with the new studio and all, and the new show and the name change, I'm going to try to take things, a little differently. So, but anyways, let's get started. Tonight's show is gonna be a special show. I know I've said that before with a lot of episodes that I've had, but this one is really special, and I'll tell you why. Because we're talking fuel, we're talking freedom, and we're gonna talk how I found my ride or die. That's right, my woman is in the house today, and we're gonna lay it all out there. So with that being said, all right, folks, it's time to introduce the woman who's got me trading in my lone wolf motherfucking card. Her name is Amanda, a.k.a. Dazzler. She's my ride or die. Welcome to the show, lady. How you doing?
I'm good. A little nervous.
There's nothing to be nervous about. You got a whole bottle of fucking Tito's sitting next to you, woman.
Yeah.
See, I think what it is. See, I've leveled up a little bit, and I got a monitor in here for guests, so they can kind of watch the show in real time when we're going through this thing. So, I think that's kind of where she's. You see, you're watching yourself. You're psyching yourself out.
No, I don't like being the center of attention.
But you're so fucking cute, though, dude. You know what I'm saying? So you're fine. You're going to be great. So I figured, we have a story to tell. This didn't just come to be just out of nowhere, right? I mean, it kind of did, but it kind of didn't. And let me kind of do a little backstory real quick, because let's say I've dated my whole life, right? I've been single my whole life, and I've dated a lot, right? And with that, I've tried all the dating apps. I've done it all. I've tried them all, and one day I was just kind of sick of this shit, and I was sick of paying for the dating apps too, because then they get you by when you sign up, and you pay a little bit more, you have access to more of the features and shit like that. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I was just about to shut mine off. And then you rolled into my inbox.
Well, I have a tendency to roll into people's lives, and then sometimes I roll right the fuck out. But not with you, though. It's kind of fucking different story. You kind of kept my attention. But where that really came from was I was just tired of doing all the fucking dating sites. I was tired of paying for the shit is really what it came down to, right? And then I came across the Facebook dating app. I kind of fucking stumbled across it, and I was like, oh shit, this is free, yo. This is fucking free. And so it was kind of like a last resort. It really kind of was. I was just kind of getting fed up with it. And Amanda knows this. I've already told her this story a few times. So, she's very in the loop. But realistically, so I sign up for Facebook dating app, right? Took like 5 minutes, and you start scrolling through. That's kind of, you could start scrolling like immediately. the first motherfucking photo I come across is Amanda. I don't remember quite what the photo was, but she had her Harley in there. I was like, okay, she fucking rides. That's cool. I was like, this is kind of what I'm looking for. And to be honest, yes, I fucking checked out her profile, went through the whole thing, but she didn't respond right away. So of course, what I do, I fucking swipe to and like 20 other people. And I tell her this. Hey, I just signed up. I had to fucking test the waters to see what else was out there. So, and you eventually responded to me.
I said, "Oh, you're in California." And one of my main things on my profile was no long distance.
I know. Wait, it was no long distance and then no musician or artist.
Yeah, and no there was a lot of seeking a third person. So I also preface that.
Yeah. Well, when you hit me up, I mean, we immediately connected, right? We started talking about, bikes and politics and
Podcasts.
yeah, podcasts. We spoke about a couple of different things, and of course, I was I was trying to impress her, dude. So I had to throw my good foot forward. So yeah, but it was that instant connection, if you will. We started talking about a lot of different things. I was like, okay, she's pretty cool, and we started talking pretty much like daily. Wouldn't you agree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In the beginning, it was all day. For the first few days, we spoke all day. Oh, I know what one of the other things was. I didn't want to. I didn't want to date a biker. That's
Okay.
what it was.
Which doesn't make sense to me. You'd think you'd want to date a biker, dude. I'm like, what the heck?
I think I thought you were maybe a 1%er because I didn't know anything about your cut that you were wearing in your photos, and I didn't want to do a bad boy.
Yeah. That's not true. Every woman wants a bad boy. Every fucking chick wants a bad
This
boy.
is true, but then you grow up and you grow out of it, and then you marry one and date a bunch, and you're over it, and you're looking for something else.
Well, that's true. But I gotta be honest. We connected. We connected fairly quickly, and I knew probably within 2 weeks that I was gonna pay her a visit. Like I pretty much knew. And,
Back it up.
Yeah.
That's false.
Okay, well, you tell me.
So you
tell me what you remember.
You actually wanted to come visit me immediately, and I said, no. We need to talk for a while, and I didn't want to jump into anything with anybody long distance, develop feelings, and then have to deal with the going back and forth. So I said, let's give it a couple weeks, see where it goes, and when I feel comfortable, I'll let you know when it's okay to win and if it's okay to come out.
Well,
by the way, does everybody know that I live in Arizona?
You know what? They do now. I was going to get to that, but hey, you brought it up.
Bullhead City. Hi to all my Bullhead City girls.
Well, there's some truth to what she said. I did want to meet up pretty quickly because, let's be honest, I wanted to smash.
Hey.
I did, but it's like, I'm a guy. But something happened along the way, and I started liking you. It wasn't just about the smashing side,
No comment.
Just
no comment. My mother's going to be watching this.
It happens, dude. But hey, we're talking about full disclosure now, okay? But no, we ended up making plans to meet up, and I knew I was going to ride out to Bullhead to see her. When do you think that happened? Within a month?
No, it was either 2 or 3 weeks, because I told you, let's give it 2 weeks. We'll talk about it again and see where we're at. But the whole time, we kind of were like, oh, can't wait to meet you. Like, it was it was happening regardless. It was just a matter of when.
I agree with you on that.
I
Okay.
think it was
We're on the
2
same
I think
page
it
right
was
there.
2 weeks. No, well, yeah, it was 2 weeks.
Mm.
It was, like, around December 15th, and we started talking on December 4th.
Yep. December 4th, I
Yeah, it
remember.
was 2 weeks exactly.
Yeah.
'Cause I think we started talking and we were like, "Let's just do this."
Yeah, it turned out pretty cool, and, I remember it like it was yesterday too, because I was riding there, and, I was getting a little nervous because I felt like I was actually making an effort. I mean, I was fricking riding to a whole 'nother state to see you, right? So I knew that there was a connection there as far as, like, being able to talk to you. We had a lot of things in common. We could relate on a lot of different things, so I knew that was gonna be there.
Physically, we were really both into each other. I mean, photos, we hadn't even seen each other yet, and then the conversation made it
Yeah,
deeper than just
yeah.
being attracted to each other
Yeah, I'm glad we took the extra couple weeks to get to know each other before, we took that step, but
before we smashed.
yes, yes. Dude, it sounds better when you say it though, you know? But yeah, I mean, I was glad we took some time to get to know each other and figure it out, but it was cool too because, so I'm pulling up to the place. I'm pulling up to her house, and she told me, like, I sent her, like, you can track somebody, you could send it to somebody, and they can kind of time when you're gonna arrive there. So I shot her my location as I was going, so she kind of knew when I was coming. And I think my last like shot me a text that I saw, like I was gassing up or something on my last stop. She's like, "Hey, let me know when you're getting close, and I'll open up the garage door for you." But it was cool because I didn't even text her. I just pulled up. She kind of heard me, and it was so fucking cute because I'm pulling up to the place, and then all of a sudden I see the door open, and for a split second, I got nervous as fuck. I was like, "Oh fuck! Like, this is it. This is.
'Cause you thought you were
Yeah."
gonna get catfished.
It wouldn't been the first time, trust me. It would have been like fucking third, fourth time. But I didn't think I was gonna get catfished with you.
No, because you
I didn't.
actually FaceTime me, I remember, and I hate FaceTime. Anybody who knows me well, I hate FaceTime. Because when you answer your phone on FaceTime, it's like the worst position ever. You've got 5 chins and, like, no makeup on, and you FaceTime me randomly, and I think you were doing a check on me. It was about a week before you were supposed to come out, and I think you were checking to make sure I was who I said I was.
Oh, you're 100%.
And
You're 100%.
I just got out of the shower, I had no hair done, no makeup on, I had my glasses and PJs on, and you were like, "Alright."
Oh yeah, I was like, you know what? Before I roll out there, I'm gonna because I was gonna spend the weekend there. I wasn't like, you know, you go out there and then you meet the person and you're like, oh fuck, dude, now I'm stuck with her for the weekend, and you're like trying to fucking come up with ways to get the fuck out of there. But so I didn't have that problem with you. But yeah, I did fucking call you for a reason. I did
Mhm.
totally fucking did
I
that on
knew what you were
purpose.
doing.
But you were glad I did. You probably had the same concern, right? I mean, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give her a random call just to see if she picks up, because I've tried to FaceTime people before, and then they wouldn't answer. But then they'll shoot you a text. Oh, hey, I'm busy. Okay, well, fucking bitch, text me later. Send me some photos or something. I want to make sure I'm talking to the same person. And I was kind of jaded. I had been catfished before, like I've told you. So, for the record, Amanda knows pretty much everything about me. Like we got a pretty
I
deep.
know all his horror stories.
You fucking do, dude. Especially today after talking to my mom, dude. Like, we went out to lunch today with my mom. We were checking out wedding venues, dude, and my mom came with us, and I was really surprised she told you some of the shit she told you.
Well, back up. I mean, does everybody know we're engaged now?
Well, okay, I did kind of ruin it, didn't I? But yeah, you may as well. Should I tell them
What?
how it went? Oh, hold on. Bam!
You did a good job.
That thing is sparkly. And no, it wasn't a cubic zirconia for those of you who think it is. It's a fucking rock, yo. I was gonna get some cheap ass shite, But since we're on that topic, I gotta kind of back up a little bit before we get to my proposal, right? So how can I do this? Let's back up to after we met and we did our first visit and we smashed all the good stuff, right? Well, dude, we gotta explain it, right? So it's like, I go back home.
Wait, back up. We had a
Okay.
really great weekend.
We
It was
did.
epic. We both jumped on the bikes together. I mean, I was on mine, you were on yours.
Yes,
We rode
yes.
down to Havasu. We met some old friends. It was good. It was a really good weekend. I introduced you to espresso martinis and you never looked back.
Yes, you did do that.
And
no
then,
doubt about
yeah,
it
it was good.
I will say it was a pretty epic weekend. I enjoyed it very much. And I kept riding behind her intentionally. Well, number one, I was shooting some video and I wanted to make sure I was kind of documenting the date. But I tell you what, I was like, I noticed immediately that she rode better than a lot of my bros. I was fucking impressed. It was an epic time, but you rode the fuck out of the thing. I was like, okay, this chick knows what's up. So I was really fucking turned on. Yeah, I was turned on. I was turned on by it, but I was really like, this is.
I didn't lie in my profile.
You didn't.
Which, by the way, I had a lot of guys ask, is that your bike? That was a common
No,
one.
you're just posing with
Just
it.
posing. Well, a lot of women do that. And then they'll post that as their profile picture.
Yeah, that's kind of funny to me. I've seen guys do that too. It's funny. It's a cool bike, bro. Okay.
Remember we were talking about, I was saying I know a couple that posed with their Harley and neither one of them has ever ridden a bike before, but they posed for their engagement photos. That's it.
That makes no fucking sense to me whatsoever. Why would anybody do that shit?
Because Harleys are cool.
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to pose on something if I don't have one. Then you just look like a fucking jackass, dude. I'm like, it is kind of funny, but to each their own, I suppose, pretty lady. So you look good on video. You look damn good on video. I like you. I'm just saying. But no, you know what? So that epic weekend ends, and I go home, and of course, we're communicating with each other, and
it was right before the holidays because you were trying to get me to come down there for the holidays. I think
I was a bit fast, wasn't I, on that? Yeah.
Yeah,
but I didn't know what you were doing. It just kind of made sense. It felt right, so that's why I had asked you. And but she didn't come down. Obviously, it was kind of short notice, but we still kept communicating. But I will say, and I don't remember the next visit. I think we were in Vegas. Like I was going to Vegas for something, and well, when was the next time we?
Was it Valentine? No, it was before that.
Yeah, before Valentine's Day.
I don't remember either. We're getting old.
I know. Well,
no, it was sometime in January that we met. I think I might have came down and stayed with you.
I think so. I think there was another visit that happened. You had come down. We had a great time, and then we did Valentine's Day in Vegas.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a very epic time. And I don't freaking celebrate Valentine's Day. That was like a first for me. So that was a lot of fun though. We got faded that day too.
Yeah, for our $400 4-course meal, and we were smashed on espresso martinis in downtown Vegas. It was fun.
Yeah, that was a good time. So, but you know what? I was still kind of. There was a couple months after we had met that I was kind of, I wasn't showing all my cards, right? I was
Annoying.
not, I wasn't quite sure of what we were doing yet. Like, I knew I liked her. I knew I wanted to spend a lot more time with her, but the whole distance thing kept fucking throwing a wrench in the system. And she had just I don't know, a couple years prior, just moved to Bullhead, and she was adamant, like,
4 years.
yeah, oh yeah, it was like 4 years, right? And she was pretty adamant about like not moving, right? And I'm pretty rooted here in California, so I was like, well, fuck, I really like her, but
Well,
this isn't going to go anywhere. I mean, so I kind of was not standoffish, but I wasn't giving 100% yet because I just didn't know.
because I was hardcore against not coming back to California. Like, after you leave here, it's such a different way of life. It's so much more slower paced. The politics are just better. You can there's so many things that are just better in Arizona. I love everything about Arizona.
Yeah,
So you being here in California that was the one thing. And we've talked about it and we've talked
yeah,
about it and we've talked about it. So
yeah, yeah. That was kind of odd. Um, but we kind of made it work. Like we probably saw each other, I'd say, a good 2 to 3 times a month.
well, that was a rule though that I had, right? Like, if we're gonna do this, we need to make the effort to see each other at least twice a month.
Yeah,
And you
it's
agreed.
worked out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that actually kind of sustained us, and it actually helped grow our relationship because I knew, like, okay, the more I saw her, like the more I missed her. I know, fucking weird, I know, but it's true. And I think it kind of established a really cool um, trust factor there. It just kind of worked out good, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it was
So,
good. But then the more time we've spent together, it became harder for us to be apart.
mhm.
So we started talking about more of a future, I think, like maybe right before summer, we started talking
Yeah,
about
something.
exploring more.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I know I've had a lot of friends lately say, "Oh my gosh, this is really quick. This is really fast. Everything's happening fast." But honestly, when you're our age, like you're old as fuck. I'm almost 50. Um, it's just like if you
If I'm
find
old as fuck, what does that say about you? Like, you're actually with me, so
you're my
you
old
you, you
man.
like oh you like us old bastards, dude. Is what it is.
No, I just like beards.
Okay. Yeah, for the record, if I didn't have a beard, she wouldn't even be with me.
Nope.
She wouldn't even be with me right
Anybody who knows me knows this.
now. That's okay. I forgive you.
Anyways, what
Good
were we
thing I
talking?
have a glorious beard.
It could be longer.
No shit. I'm trying to grow it fucking Gandalf style, like fucking like way down here, and for some reason I'm having problems with that. I don't
Hmm.
know. I don't know what the fucking problem is, but
Oh yeah. So, anyways, we've I've kind of heard these comments lately, like, "Oh, it's happening so fast," but this relationship I've kept kind of private because so many in the past have just been not so good, and I've told everybody about everything, and this one was really good, really fast up front, and it just has maintained. So, I've kind of kept it private um just to protect what we had because it was so good. I was like, this is like almost too good to be true. So I've kept it kind of quiet, and I'll tell my girlfriends, a little bit here and there, and it's really nothing against anybody except I'm just like don't want to tarnish anything that we've had so far.
she's basically saying I swept her off her feet, yo. That's what she said.
Wow. Wow. Not all at once.
Oh shit, Well, you kind of captured my it wasn't just looks anymore. You kind of captured my soul. So that was kind of cool. I remember for those of you who don't know, we ride together and such, but I had to give her a nickname. I had to give her a road name. And I remember it. So when I gave her her cut and her road name, I tabbed her Dazzler. And so she looks at she looks at the name. She's like, Dazzler?
Sounds like a stripper's name.
Yeah. She's like, Dazzler? And here I'm thinking, oh fuck, she doesn't.
I thought it was gonna be
like
Boom Boom. Okay.
What?
Boom Boom, because my
Yeah,
nephew
I know.
nephew calls me Auntie Boom Boom because you come to my house in Arizona, we like to party, have a good time, and light off illegal fireworks. So my little nephew calls me Auntie Boom Boom. I thought maybe I'd be Boom Boom.
Yeah, that wasn't even close to being on the list. Okay. I think I had like 3 names for her, but ultimately,
What were the other ones?
dude, I don't remember.
Oh my
I
God.
don't remember now. It was a while ago. Okay.
One, I know what one. One was Bullhead Betty.
Oh, fuck that, dude. That was a joke. Okay. That was a fucking, there's no way I would have called you that, dude. Like, Bullhead Betty. No. I actually called her Dazzler because she fucking dazzled me. Like she captured my attention, and it just was kind of fitting. So it kind of stuck, and now it's just like it's a perfect name for you. At least I think so. I think it kind of grew on you.
Yeah, I don't mind it now. I mean, I made you a shirt that has Dazzler all over it.
Which let's fast forward to that now. Okay, so comes Christmas, and let's just put it this way: come, let's say I don't know, maybe August.
When we started talking about maybe searching for a house together, that was August?
Yeah, it was like, well, I was toying with the idea of proposing to her. I was toying with it back in like August, September timeframe. So yeah, so towards like the end of towards the end of September, and well, up to before that, we were talking about moving. Like the topic came up again, and I saw that she was receptive to it at this point. So,
but we quickly hit a bunch of obstacles with location, where we wanted to live. And if I did come back to California, I definitely did not want to be in Banning.
Yeah.
Which here we are.
Oh, by the way, she's got like a huge giant fucking house in Bullhead, and so like I knew like if she was to come down here, she'd definitely be downsizing, and I'd have there were some obstacles, like she said, there was obstacles there, so I just knew that we were gonna kind of have to like try to figure it out, right? So I'd say, like I said, August September timeframe. I kind of knew that I was gonna pop the question at some point. I didn't know, right? So I started like psyching myself up. I went to a jewelry store and kind of like learned about rings. I knew her ring size
before you
just
bought
in
the
passing.
ring.
What's that?
Before you bought the ring?
What do you mean?
You went and you did. There wasn't just the one time you went into a store and bought the ring. You did research before that and went to a jewelry store?
Because actually I ended up at Redlands Jewelers. I went to another place before that, but I was like, I didn't have a lot of time, and I just kind of looked around, and shit was really pricey, dude. I was like, but not only that, like no one helped me. I was just like standing there like a jackass. I was like, man, fuck this place. And so I left. And then like a week later, I'm passing through Redlands, and I was like, you know what? There's a fucking good jeweler in Redlands. I'm going to stop there. And Yeah, I went in. I was like, they suckered me. They're like, oh, here's a fucking sucker. I'm gonna get this guy. But I was there voluntarily.
Which, by the way, he totally shocked me. He did not ask me what I wanted. We had discussions about our future, and we knew we wanted a future together, but there was no discussions, no ring shopping like you typically do. And he's like, you did ask me, oh, well, is that typically done? And yes, girls usually send pictures and they say, what size they are and what style they like. There was none of that. He just straight up went in, did it himself, and surprised not only myself, but your mother didn't even know.
Yeah.
So,
well, it doesn't make sense to me. Why would you share? Why would you go ring shopping with your potential life partner? Like, because now they're gonna know. Okay, well, he's proposing to me. Like, that's not how this shit should work to me. Like, to me, it should be totally like unexpected. Like, no one should know. You just go in there, you get what you get. If a guy is resourceful enough, he's gonna kind of know. Like, I had a pretty good idea what you liked.
And let me back up just a little bit. So when you came to my house for our first meeting and you came out to Arizona, he bought me a heart necklace. And I was in the bathroom and you had hung this necklace.
It was a Tiffany.
It was a Tiffany necklace. You hung it over the faucet. I went in there to get ready for bed, and I remember now, you hung it over the faucet, and I was like, what the And I grabbed the necklace and I walked out, and I was like, did you just give this to me? Like, I don't
No, I gave it for somebody else.
No, but I hadn't had somebody do that for me, like when you're in a relationship and it's been a while and then it's just kind of expected. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I clapped myself on the back for that one. That was pretty cool. I was like, oh, this is a sure deal that I'm smashing tonight. Like, I know, but I think it was a mutual thing anyways. But
yeah, and we did smash.
And it was fun. it was a lot of fun. It was a good time. And but yeah, you know what? I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna have her fucking go to the jeweler with me and pick something out, because that just then kind of loses the whole like surprise and thing. I was like, you know what? She seems to think I can't keep secrets. I'm like, dude, I fucking kept
You can't.
Well, when it comes to you, I like to share things with you, but on this particular scenario, I was like, no, I'm not gonna tell her shit. I was like, I had to fucking surprise you.
Oh, I was surprised.
So, but yeah, anyway, so I go and get the ring and I pop it in my safe. And for a couple of weeks now, I'm just like, oh, fuck, like Christmas is coming. I knew I was going to do it on Christmas.
What made you choose Christmas?
I don't know. Well, because my whole family was going to be there. And, I did tell Eric. I did tell my brother that I was doing this because I wanted my brother to kind of like, video, like document this shit, because, I've never been married. I fucking never asked anybody to marry me. Like, I thought I was going to be single my whole life. So it's like, I had to have it documented. It just fucking made sense to me. So, but, yeah, for a couple of weeks, I was starting to get nervous as we got closer to Christmas. I was like, oh, fuck, dude. And my brother would be like, you ready, bro? You ready? I'm like, no, dude, I'm not. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do, man. And, yeah, so sure enough, that fucking happened, dude. It fucking happened. Christmas rolled around and I was kind of waiting for the right time. It's like, I knew I wanted to wait till everybody was done opening gifts and then just like kind of throw it at you.
Mm-hmm.
And I had it all planned out.
And then you started crying.
dude.
Which was so cute.
You're not supposed to tell people
it
that
was
shit.
so cute. That was the giveaway. I looked at you and I was like, what's wrong? I thought maybe somebody died or something.
I wasn't crying. Something was in my eye. Okay. Like, I think a fan was blowing on my eyes, and I, like, for some reason, they were really watery. And that's what I'm going to say. I'm sticking to that right there. But no, you know what? I had it all planned out. Like, I'd been practicing what I was going to say for weeks. And then fucking it all went out the fucking window because I like started tearing up, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, dude. Well, you want to get hitched? I just like pulled the ring out from under the couch. I had it like stashed in a fucking cushion. I just pulled that bitch out.
And I think I looked at you and said, what? You don't want to be single forever?
Yeah. That's the thing. I have been single forever.
I know, but it was a joke because we've talked about your past, and your family is like, oh my God, I can't believe he found you and he's not single forever. So it was a joke. But I looked at you and I was so confused as to why you were crying. I was like, what? What the hell?
I wasn't full on crying, okay? I had some tears.
You cut
but I wasn't really crying.
You cut the speech short because you were crying and you couldn't get the words out. And I love that about you.
I was like, oh yeah.
Well, that and your dimples.
I'm a fucking ugly crier, dude, and I don't cry.
No,
so
you weren't
I'm
an ugly crier. You just had beet red eyes like you smoked a bowl.
I fucking probably should have, because then I probably wouldn't have fucking been tearing up. But you know, but and then not only that, but back to the Dazzler shirt. She got me a Dazzler shirt.
For Christmas?
Yeah, it was for Christmas. It was for Christmas.
No, for your birthday in November.
Yeah, that's right. So she got me this shirt. It was pretty cute. It had like 6 different pictures of her.
And
it had her name.
Biker pictures.
Yeah. It was, it was a really
I sent it to all my girlfriends and I was like, look how cute this shirt is. They're like, oh yeah.
And you didn't think I was going to ever wear it.
No, I didn't. I kept asking, when are you going to wear it? When are you going to wear it? You're not going to wear it.
No. Well, I wore that fucker intentionally that day, and I had a sweater on, so she didn't know I had it.
You told me that you were going to wear it.
Oh, yeah, I did.
And then you kept passing by the bathroom when I was getting ready, and I was like, why do you keep looking at me? Do you remember that?
I do remember it, because I was nervous as fuck.
What the hell? And you were I'm just staring at my beautiful girlfriend.
I was nervous, dude. I was very, very nervous. As a matter of fact, I was like putting the ring on her finger. I was like,
yeah, you were nervous.
Like, couldn't hold my hands straight. That goes to show you how serious that shit was. I never did this shit before, so.
And guess what? We're not going to do it again.
Damn right. You're kind of stuck with my dumb ass now, dude. Honestly. Yeah, you gotta live with me forever.
But it's going to be epic.
I think so. We're pretty a good mesh for each other.
We're pretty in tune with each other.
I think so.
Even the times that you annoy me.
I don't annoy you that much.
Yeah, you don't.
So sometimes. Well, apparently I snore, right? And so, like, you don't know you snore. Like, no one ever tells you you snore. And she told me pretty quickly when we started, coitus. She told me pretty quickly that I snore.
What did you say?
It means we were doing
scissoring?
This.
What is that? We were scissoring. What is this?
The coitus means we were smashing, okay?
Okay.
Oh, no, I lost my train of thought, damn it.
Retard.
Oh, now I remember where I was going. She told me pretty quickly that I snored. And I was like, well, fuck, dude,
Well,
I
I
didn't
mean,
know that.
I'm used to being in this like house by myself, this big, beautiful house, sleeping in my big, beautiful bed, not being bothered by a beautiful bearded man who snores. And all of a sudden you came into my life and you were like,
Dude, I wasn't that bad. I wasn't that bad, was I?
yes,
Damn
you're
it.
bad. It was so bad.
Damn it. That sucks.
But I'm a glutton for punishment. So tell them I don't want us sleeping in separate beds. So I'm like, I kick and I push you and I'm like anything to get you to quit snoring so that we can be in the same bed together.
Yeah, you're pretty good at that. Push the red button, will you? It's getting a little warm in here. So nice. I love that thing. I told you I had to get an AC unit in the studio because summertime's coming and I wanted to make sure I had something. I mean, the fan's great and all, but you know. But yeah, where I was going with the snoring scenario, if you're snoring and she still wants to be with you, then I was like, dude, that's a fucking keeper right there.
I'm a ride or die. But
hence why I called you my ride or die.
Anybody who knows me, friends, family, whomever, coworkers, they know this about me. Even if your ass snores.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. I know kind of when we really started meshing. So your first impressions were what on our early dates?
Of you?
Yeah, on our early dates, and I'll tell you mine.
I think you had a really big heart, but you were really full of yourself, a little selfish, but cute as fuck, the dimples. You like to spend money like I do. You like to shower me in gifts and flowers, which, by the way, not impressive to me because I can do that stuff for myself. But you were doing other things along the way that made it feel special. You wanted me to get to know your friends and family right away, the club, and everybody was friends and family. The club were all very welcoming. But a little selfish, yeah.
Now she's
When I say selfish,
yeah.
I mean you did a lot of things for me, but you were also like stuck in your own head.
Okay, so since we're on that topic, now she's pretty spot on. She's pretty much dead on. Okay. And we've had this conversation before, but let me explain it like this, because she said, you know, I seemed kind of selfish and what, arrogant or something, or selfish. And
yeah, you can be arrogant at times, but now that I know you deeply, like, I don't think you are.
Yeah,
I don't think you're arrogant at all.
So the selfish thing is an easy thing to explain, and here's how I explain it to her, because it's fucking totally true. When you're taking care of yourself for so long, right, and you've had ups and downs, and you got through your trials and tribulations, and you've been pretty much solo your whole life, you have a tendency to just think about yourself, right? Like, not intentionally. It's not like you're intentionally trying to be selfish, but you're just like, you're in survival mode. And when you get into survival mode, yes, you're selfish. And when you don't have somebody to lean on, or like, I'm talking
or your voice of reason.
Yeah. Like when you don't have, you know, your better half or someone to kind of help you through the hard times, you're by yourself. You're just in total survival mode. And in turn, that can come off as being selfish. Now, don't get me wrong. I've had a handful of relationships. I can probably count on one hand, you know, that were serious relationships. I mean, I've dated my whole life. Yes, I've had a lot of fun. But relationship-wise, I can count on one hand how many people I've like had a long-term relationship with. So my point is, I'm 52 years old. When you get into a certain mode, yeah, you become selfish. And so I think
But
that
I
crossed
also
over a lot with when you and I were dating, because I was kind of
I also want to say
standoffish.
that I don't think yeah, exactly. You were standoffish. I think I wanted a commitment very early on. Cause I knew what I wanted, and I have a saying, and my friends and family know this about me. I like what I like and I want what I want. And I came to you, I think in February, and I was like, what are we doing here? Right? Like, and you were like, oh, I don't know yet. Let's see where it goes. And for a second, I was like, okay, you can go fuck yourself, because I I was really upfront with you and
She
told you what I
was.
wanted,
She was.
like
I
no
would agree
holds
with that.
bar. And so I felt like
Did you just use my no holds barred on me?
do you say that too?
Oh my god. Anyways, yes, no holds
Oh, I
barred.
didn't know that.
It's only in every intro of my episode, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. It's whatever.
Anyways, I think that came off as selfish. When I'm with you and we're doing things, you're by no means selfish. You're very giving and you spend the money and all the things. But again, I can do that for myself. That's not impressive. What was it? What was it Eric said I was? I was on the personality test.
Oh gosh, I forgot.
Words of I'm words of
affirmation.
affirmation.
Yeah.
I'm not like I'm not a what do you call it? I don't need frivolous things.
Yeah, you and I are the same. We don't need gifts.
I can provide that for
Yeah.
myself.
And that's just another scenario you and I have, because gifts don't really mean anything to us. Riding is a huge part of my life. So to find a woman who has her own bike and rides and can ride better than a lot of dudes, dude, that was a fucking huge turn on for me. So kudos to you on that one, Amanda, because that was pretty rad. So I really liked that. That was a huge impression on me. And I learned pretty much right away that you were a very fucking sweet person, a very kind-hearted person, didn't have a mean bone in your body, and you're very honest. You're very upfront about stuff. And I'm not used to that. I've had a lot of bad situations where I've gotten with I've gotten with women in the past who have ulterior motives, or they hide shit and they're not fully honest and shit like that. So it just always posed problems. But with you, it never, from day one, never had that issue. Like, we don't have those insecurities with each other. We're very, very honest. Even little things like cell phones, like, we don't ever question or worry about what we're doing. It's just kind of like, I think that we show each other enough. I don't want to say not attention. The words of affirmation.
Loyalty.
Yeah, we show enough loyalty to
Yeah.
each other that it's just kind of an unspoken thing between us, right? That's just kind of something that I'm not used to. Well, I am now with you, but before I wasn't.
And the same for me too. I've not been able to trust, and everybody who knows me that trust and loyalty is everything to me. And like you said, the cell phone thing, like I just haven't had a normal, even keeled relationship where you can trust the person. And we don't see each other for, I think now the longest we go is maybe 2 weeks, but we trust each other during those times away. We do check-ins, we miss each other, we do all the things, and it comes from the bottom of our hearts, and it's not just said just because that's what you're supposed to say. Like, we actually miss each other and I think need each other, right? Like, we have those gut-wrenching feelings where I'm missing my other half.
I love that. That's pretty cool. That's true. I never thought I'd have this kind of a situation. Never thought I'd be crazy
And
over somebody.
the one thing I
Lucky you.
yeah, lucky you. The one thing I do want to say about that is it's just not toxic, right? Like there's always been these like toxic men that I've met and they draw you in and then you go through all this shit and then you come out like feeling so just like you know what I'm talking about. Like you just come out feeling like you've gone through the ringer with them.
Well, hey, at least you did get a chance to break a bed with somebody, so that was cool. Oh wait, you even had a guy cry. Not me. Not at Christmas. She literally made a dude cry.
Christina knows who I'm talking about. Montana.
So it's like
We're not gonna dive into that.
I know. We could go into some stories, but like I said, we talk about shit. Like, and it's not like in a jealous way. We don't get upset. Like,
No, but there is like a certain point where I'm like, I don't want to hear about your, your past. Because I am territorial. I'm not jealous. We've had this conversation. I'm territorial.
like I genuinely want to know. Like, I'll ask her questions. I'll ask her who she's been with, or some of the crazy stories she has.
I've told you some stories.
And she has. You have. Like to me,
my crazy is not your crazy, though.
What do you mean?
We've talked about your crazy.
Yeah, well,
dating.
Here's my thing. You can't be mad at somebody for having a life before they met you, right? And I genuinely live by that. Now, mind you, I'm glad you weren't an escort and porn star and banged, hundreds of guys, because that would make this a totally different scenario. But, like, we're older. We've had experiences. We've been with people, and like, I genuinely want to know about her past, and that it's not in a jealous manner. Like, I genuinely want to know, like, who I'm dealing with. The more I get to know about her, the better I feel. Right?
But it ends up being like funny storytelling with us. We start telling our stories. We'll go have like some happy hour drinks when we get to see each other, and we tell each other stories, and we end up laughing about it. I don't think there's ever been like an upset time. I don't want to know deep about your past. We've touched on it, but it's all like really a healthy thing, which I can't remember the last time I've had that. Like, where it's just,
it's the same. It's,
and that's why I've been also so private about our relationship, because I'm like, I don't want anything on the outside to ruin what we have.
Well, it couldn't.
No, it
at this
couldn't.
point, I mean, you have a fat fucking ring on your finger now. No one's gonna ruin this shit.
But it's almost like a knock on wood moment, right? Like, is this real? Like,
No, that ring is fake as fuck. It's
not
it's
the
like,
fucking ring,
like,
dude. You know what I mean.
It's an illusion.
You know what I mean. Like, it's a good relationship. It's a really good relationship. We're both really happy. We're both like, every adventure we go on, which we go on a lot, we can afford a certain lifestyle together, even though we don't look like it.
No, you know what? I'm a firm believer that you really need to travel with your potential partner.
I went to Solvang.
You need to travel with somebody like a lot before you make a decision on whether you want to be with them.
And we had an awesome road trip. Our first road trip was amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
We went to Solvang for your birthday, right? Was that the first one?
Well, okay. For the record, we've traveled a lot together, but like for my birthday, we like went on a road trip. We
in
traveled,
a car the whole way, but we had an amazing time, and you showed me new stuff, and I want to do that now every year for your birthday.
Well, and I'm totally down, but we always miss the Christmas.
Okay, we need to push
decorations.
We need to push it 2 weeks.
Yeah, if you've never been to Solvang, you have to go, but you got to try to go during the Christmas holiday, because they do the whole city up. It's beautiful.
And do the Danish breakfast that we did.
Oh yeah, you got to do at Olsen's. You got to do the Danish breakfast. It's freaking
That was
have to do.
one of my favorite moments with you was just sitting there having our little Danish breakfast, and like it was so simple, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, like this is the least non-toxic relationship I've ever been in. Those simple things are like just it's women know what I'm talking about when I say this. It's very calming to be with you and around you.
Well, that's good to know. By the way, on our way to Solvang, we decided to get a little sidetracked and go buy some metas.
No, you bought me my metas.
Oh yeah, I already had some, but I was like, you know what? I gotta get my girls some, dude. So I actually documented our Danish breakfast with the metas for the first time. It's pretty cool, but
And you also bought me a pair of $500 glasses on your birthday.
well, it was only fair if I had some, you had to have some too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So okay. But that's the thing. We just kind of have good moments like that, which is really nice. So okay, let me ask you another question. Okay, and I'll respond accordingly after you're done, like we
Okay.
just did.
Uh-oh.
What are you looking forward to about being married?
I just like that everyday rhythm with somebody, right? Like anybody knows me knows that I was married before. I mean, this was a while ago, back in 2014, but I didn't have that solidarity, that transparency, that um it was very tumultuous. So it became very like I think anxiety ridden. So now being with you and I stay down here for, quite a few days when I'm down here and we have that like rhythm, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I miss that when I'm away from you.
Mm.
And we want to get healthy. Now we're going to get married and we're doing that whole thing. And we want, of course, we want to look
Yep.
good for our wedding. So I want to do like the meal prep and like get up with you early in the morning. And like, I'm old school like that though. Like when I'm married, like I am like, I'm in it to win it. Like I'm going to get up with you in the morning, make sure you're good, even though I'm not a morning
Mm.
person. I want that like every day, like kind of love.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Um, I'm actually looking forward to that as well because I think it's really nice. See, my thing is that I have been alone for so long, and now that I'm older,
Mhm.
I want to share the rest of my life with somebody like who understands. Well, me, because I got a lot of quirks. I'm fucking kind of a weird dude, and so
You're just a nerd.
you kind of get me. You not only get me, but you accept me, and that's really something that I'm really enjoying because that's I don't have to like have a front around you, so that's really nice. So, um, I'm looking forward to that part of being married, which is still weird for me to say that. So yeah, that's gonna be nice. I'm looking forward to seeing you every day.
Mhm.
Oh, that's kind of the thing. Like, we see each other quite often these days because, we're literally planning
Well, and I'm
a
down here.
future
Yeah, I'm
together.
down
So,
here working a lot, so making it work being here with you.
yeah.
But I mean, our mornings are great, even though I'm not a morning person and you are.
Hmm.
He does very sweet things like gets up, makes me coffee, brings me coffee. Like I haven't had that before. So those little things are really nice.
You know what I'm looking forward to too?
What?
More Costco trips, dude.
Oh, we love
We're
our
doing
Costco.
like that just
Dude.
was recently introduced to I mean, I've always known about Costco, but I never went to
Let me
Costco.
just say, JT can spend some money. And then he's like, "You want that? Get that. You want that too? Get that."
Well, dude, that's hence what I'm saying. I've gone without for so many years. And now that I'm in a position to where I don't have to do that anymore, I want to live my life moving forward just the best way I can. If I want something, I go buy it. If I want to go
Mhm.
somewhere, I go do it. And I want to have someone there with me. I'd rather have you there with me than be by myself
But
because it's
that's
just
what I
way
want.
better.
But, like, I don't know if it's because 'cause we're getting older or what. Like, yeah, I like to party every once in a while, but, like, I wanna go on Costco dates on Saturday and, like,
Yeah,
do all, like we go out and we have our espresso martinis and we shop, and then we
yeah,
come home early and we, like that's just
it's good shit.
does that mean we're getting old?
Well, and I think one of the big things is that I'm looking forward to you having a kick-ass last name triplet.
Yeah, I'm
I think
ready to
that's
get
pretty
rid of
fucking
Right.
badass
I'm
name right
ready to
there.
get
So,
rid of Right, yeah.
see, ATJT, ATJT, dude.
No,
Bam.
I'm gonna be A-Trip. It's gonna be like A-Team, but like A-Trip.
Hey, whatever your little heart desires, yo, whatever you want. That's how I see it. If it makes you happy, let's do it. I've never wanted to please a woman so much in my life. I think whatever she wants to do, I want to do it. Let's go do it. Because again, you only live once. I've said this before in a previous episode. I'm lucky if I live into my 70s, dude. So that's like, you know, 20 years, 24 years. Like if I live to 75, something like that. I want to spend those years enjoying my life with somebody I care about. That's to me, that's just rad. It trips me out. There's people out there who've been married 40 years, 40, 50 years. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, I'll never know what
My
that
parents
is.
were married for 35 years.
It's a long ass time,
Mhm.
dude. Like my mom and George have been married for probably that long. I don't even remember. Well, she got remarried when I was like 15, 16. So yeah, they've been married for probably 40 years, just about. So that's just crazy to me.
How
That's just
long have Eric
crazy.
and Leslie been married? They've been married a long
Very,
time too,
very,
right?
very close. I don't know, man.
They
Maybe 30 years. A long time.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's
By the
just
way,
crazy, dude.
shout out to Eric and Leslie because they have, like we went to New Year's Eve
Hmm.
dinner with them, and they have, like, an amazing chemistry. And we even on our ride home, remember, we were like, "We want, like, that kinda love."
The Pond Digger and Les don't fuck around,
Les
dude.
doesn't fuck
They
around.
got they got probably the best love I've ever seen
Mhm.
in like a relationship wise. And so it's definitely a love that people would want to aspire to have.
Yeah, and
It's not,
that's
you don't see that shit every
but
day,
I
dude.
think we're already there.
Well, they've been together a long
I
time.
know, but we're
So,
already, like we respect each other, we dote on
yeah,
each other, like,
yeah.
that kinda
Just because we're getting old. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of catching up to do, is what it is. Like we've been without for so long, right? We've been without for so long. Now you like want to do whatever you can to catch up and
yeah.
get to that point. And I think that's kind of where you and I are at. So I really dig it. It's pretty cool. If I didn't dig it, I would have put that fat ring on your finger, yo. So let me see it again, Dazzler. See, that ring
Mm.
dazzles me.
I've gotta turn it wait, this way, camera's
Yes,
this way.
that thing is
Yeah,
awesome, dude.
I was pretty impressed with it.
Yeah, it done good.
But now he's made me a monster with diamonds. I'm like, "What can we put on it?"
Oh shit. Now that ring, the engagement ring she didn't know about, but like the ring you get to the ring you wear when you get married.
It's called your wedding band, babe,
Okay, well, I'm new to this shit, okay? So that ring, yes, let's go and shop for it.
which I
Right?
already know
That's
what I want.
Yeah, we've talked about it, so that's cool. And like to me, like I wear sterling silver. I wear silver. That's what I do. I wear sterling silver. I just want like a silver band. It'll be just like a normal silver band. Like I don't need anything fancy.
It needs to have
And
diamonds on the inside.
diamonds? I don't need
Yeah,
fucking. I don't wear
like
diamonds,
your
dude.
pinky ring.
Yeah, the pinky ring of power right there. According to the pond digger, So, okay, I got something for you, and this will be pretty much the last question of the night before we wrap this up. Lessons you've learned from each other, and I'll go first this time on this.
Okay.
So, I gotta say that you have really kind of you've taught me a lot of patience, and you've kind of reeled me in on a lot of things sometimes, because like I'm the type of guy, like I'm just forward thinking all the time, like I'll go do something on a fucking whim, dude. And that's just how I've always been. I've never had somebody in my corner to say, well,
think about it.
You might not want to do that yet, and this is why. Like and I've told her a few times already that she's kind of been my voice of reason. Sometimes she'll make recommendations that I'm like, that's another thing. Like I'll start thinking about something I want to do, and I actually like go out of my way to throw it at her, and I'll get her opinion. Now I don't always listen to it.
No, you
but
don't ever listen.
That's not true. That's not true. I've taken your advice many times, dude, and that's kind of where I'm going with this. Like I've learned to listen to you lately, because sometimes you do reel me in and make a good valid point on things. So those are things for sure that I've learned from you, and I know another thing, she's never mad. Like she never.
Are you serious?
Well, not at me. Like you're very chill. Like you very, very low key. And yeah, I've seen you get mad, but not at me.
But
like, you don't get mad at me.
I will have to credit you with this. You have a way of calming me when you know I'm getting pissed, because I can get pissed.
Yeah.
And you have a way of like making it's really not that big of a deal and simmering me down, right?
Well, because I'm a firm believer in, if somebody makes you mad, then they actually control you. And I refuse to let somebody control me. So when I see you getting fucking pissed, like, I want to tone you down, because I'm like, don't let them fucking get you mad. Fuck those people, or whatever the situation is. Like, I don't want to see you, like I said, if you get so mad that you lose your shit, then they've won. And so that's why I'm like.
But I don't think you've made me mad per se. I think situations we've been in, I'm not going to name them. You know which one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very protective of my people, especially you. So I think that makes me mad, but I will have a sidebar with you, right? And tell you about that. I usually don't just lash out.
Yeah, and I like that about you, because I find myself like, especially now, since we're doing this, like we're getting married. As a matter of fact, we actually went and saw our venue today, and our date is set. Wouldn't you say?
10-10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
10-10-26. That's the date, yo. So, like, fucking, what? 10 months, dude. 10 months. You're going to be a fucking triplet.
It's going to be epic.
Fucking Amanda triplet, dude.
It's going to be epic. But I know how to plan a party, though, too.
Well, that is your job. You fucking plan it. And see, that's another thing. Like, the fact that she just is taking the lead on this is fucking great for me, because, like, this is not my forte, bro.
But you're giving me the credit card, so
yeah,
I'm going to put in money, too, but you are giving me, you're giving me the leeway to do everything.
Well, I'm not going to fight her on anything. Like, okay, you want to do it? Let's do it. Like, I'm pretty fucking easy.
Actually, let's back up. You're the one that wants a big wedding. I wanted to keep it very low key, and just a few of our key people and have a ceremony and have a dinner. And then you and I wanted to go to Ireland to get married.
That'd be great.
Just you and I. But I know we have to have our parents there and your brother there and my brother's there. So we are not doing that. But I would ultimately like to just elope and spend that money on other things. But you want a big wedding.
Only because I'm only doing this shit once, dude.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't plan on doing this ever again. And, you know, I know my family and some of my close friends are like still shocked that I'm even doing this. So I want it to be very memorable, right? And that's really what it comes down to. I mean, yeah, going to Ireland or Scotland and stuff would be fucking fantastic, but I think having a big wedding will be fun as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Not spending money. I know my pocketbook's gonna feel it, but you know, whatever.
Well, your pocketbook's already feeling it. Because you were completely flipping your house to make me feel comfortable here.
Well, it's the least I can do. She's fucking downsizing for what, a 4-bedroom, huge fucking house.
3-bedroom, 1 office, a boat garage, and my
Yeah.
side-by-side garage.
Yeah. So she's basically downsizing big time. And I told her, I was like, especially since when we first started dating, she was like, nope, I'm not moving to California. To now, she's moving to California. I told her, I was like, you know what? I will literally get rid of everything on the inside to accommodate you. And so that's what I'm doing. You know, we're going to get the house painted inside. I'm pretty much, I got like a couch and a table and my bed and then like a dresser right now. Because, you know, next week or 2 weeks from now, the house is going to get painted on the inside. And she's going to start bringing stuff to the house and start getting ready for this. She already put her house up for sale, which is huge.
2 days ago.
So she got a beautiful home. So as far as I'm concerned, she's making a huge sacrifice. It's the least I can do and to accommodate her. So that's kind of where we're at. So what are you thinking, woman? You got anything else you want to share with the peeps?
Did you ever think that you would get married?
Fuck no. Never. Why do you think I want to have a big wedding? Because I'm like, dude, I'm not doing this shit again.
Did I pick an epic wedding venue?
You did. I'll give you definitely kudos for that. I think it's perfect setting for us. You want to share it?
No. No.
Not yet, huh?
So
You don't want
No.
to share it yet? Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. I can't wait. It'll be fun. It'll be a great time.
What other questions?
That's pretty much it. That's
Okay.
pretty much all I had. Unless you, like I said, unless you want to share something else.
Mm.
We're about ready to wrap this up, but just so you know, I've had a great time with you so far. Think you're a badass chick. Can't wait to see your bike parked next to mine in my garage. And then we're just gonna freaking ride whenever we can and have a good life together. It'll be fun. Yeah. I'll be snoring in your ear all the time.
Hey, as long as you write that prenup for Brandywine, that's all good.
Hey now. I mean, she is a beautiful girl, I know. She's a beautiful fucking girl. I love that bike. But she's been ridden hard. I mean, she's got over 50,000 miles on her now.
Kind of like you.
So, damn. Shit. Hey, at least I'm not the one breaking beds and shit and making motherfuckers cry and shit after having sex and shit.
Stop.
Hey, you went there. It's funny as hell, dude. I love embarrassing you. It's funny, dude. Anyways, well, shit. Thanks for being on the show. You were the first person, as you know, to be on the show in 2026. I think it was kind of fitting. So
Yeah, since we're getting married this year.
Yeah, good shit. Can't wait. Well, that's about that. And thanks for coming on the show. If you like my content, you like what I'm doing, and you want to keep following, I'd really, really appreciate it if you push that like button and share my page and on my socials. You can find me under JT Triplet. Pretty much everything: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and you can catch up on all the episodes on YouTube. And I'm still working out getting all fully uploaded on Spotify and all those other things. But I really appreciate you guys all tuning in and seeing what we're about and seeing what I'm about. And that's what it's all about. I'm rambling right now. So, anywho, thanks for tuning in. This is JT signing off. Ride safe, live free, and don't take shit from anyone. Peace.